Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just finished the Two Towers extended cut. Uh, if you follow Rotten Tomatoes, it got a 95%, Metacritic 87%, IMDb gave it an 8.8 out of 10. This was nominated for 6 awards. It was nominated for Best Picture, and it only won 2. It won for Best Sound Editing and Best Visual Effects. It did not win Picture of the Year. You know what won Picture of the Year? Chicago. Chicago. Really? Are you telling me, Academy, that Chicago is better than Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers? I swear. The Academy Awards, I like watching it just to see if my favorite movies that I liked wins. But the Academy is so fucking rigged. Like, there is no way Chicago was the best picture that year. Anyway, so the Two Towers, I guess, wasn't going to be its own film. A lot of the movie was basically the ending of Fellowship of the Ring. And Peter Jackson said this was the most difficult movie in the trilogy, the film, because they didn't really have a conclusion or like a starting point where to go with it. Viggo Mortensen broke 2 toes. I think pretty much everybody knows that who knows Lord of the Rings, when he kicked the Uruk-hai helmet. So when you hear Viggo Mortensen, Aragorn, screaming, that is really his voice. Legolas fell off his Orlando Bloom Legolas fell off his horse and broke 3 ribs. Also, in the shooting of Helm's Deep, Viggo Mortensen chipped a tooth. So there was 500 extras for that scene, and a lot of the stand-in people who played the orcs, Uruk-hai, that was all ad-lib when they started pounding their staffs on the ground. That was not planned. And back in 1997, the drawings and the 1:3:5 scale of Helm's Deep is what sold the Lord of the Rings trilogy to New Line. When New Line, well, basically, maybe not sold them, but, you know, like, where New Line was like, yes, we want to make these movies. There was something else that I saw, and I'm trying to think offhand. I'm starting to get really super tired, so my brain my brain is not thinking. I've been so, like, the last, like, what, 5 nights the last week, just cranking out Lord of the Rings music. Oh, not Lord of the Rings music. Why did I say music? That's what I was going to talk about next, the music. I mean, cranking out the movies. So apparently the score was not eligible for an Oscar because they had some new rule about sequels. So the Academy said, no, it's not eligible for best score. And I'm like, this has probably one of the best scores of the whole trilogy. You had, like, the classic dun 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 dun. You had that, and then you had the do 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 do. Basically, the Rohan theme, and I'm like, the theme from, like, Helm's Deep and everything. Oh my god, fantastic! And I just really love, like, this one. Like, I love Gimli and Legolas interaction with each other. Like, when they're counting how many kills they had, I was laughing so hard in the movie theater when I first seen it, and pretty much everybody else was too. Like, I wonder if that was in the script or ad lib. I'm gonna have to find out about that. But anyway, best movie in my opinion of the trilogy. I'm more than likely tomorrow night I'm going to finish off Lord of the Rings, and yeah, and then that'll be it until I watch it again in 2023. You know what I was thinking while I was like watching real quick before I say goodnight? I was really thinking about, like, I watched Fellowship way back, like years and years and years when it first came out. Um, Not the extended cut, I don't think. Maybe it was the extended cut, but I end up listening to the commentary for Fellowship, and I made it to the second disc of Two Towers, but I did not listen to like the whole movie. But I'm thinking about maybe if they have like some really cool cast members for like The Hobbit, like I might rewatch these movies in commentary before the end of December. So, but yeah, the commentaries, I remember, I think Elijah Wood and Sean Astin does commentary, and I forget who else, but yeah, fantastic movie, just amazing. This my favorite movie of the trilogy.